Hi guys, I'm Hayden Crawford from the Dreamtime Academy and I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specialising in colour therapy and numerology. Now here is your Starseed Oracle forecast for June the 16th to June the 30th, 2021. So I revealed last time that we are now in a universal month cycle 2. 2 in the colour mirror system is the moon, which is pale blue over blue. And it relates to our throat chakra, so how we express ourselves creatively to the outside world, but also it governs our tides, seasons and cycles and our emotions. Now, remember, we've got to think of the 2 as being feminine and the 1 as being masculine, so it's a very feminine, sensitive and intuitive energy that is around our Sirian families, because the Sirian family aspect that we have relates very much to the throat chakra. The Sirians are about verbal self-expression, but they're also here to be able to teach us that we are evolving more towards our divine feminine within our own culture on this planet. So when we align with our Sirian families, they often remind us about our softer, our more sensitive and our subconscious aspects that maybe need to be looked at and resolved. So as usual, I'm going to show you 3 separate cards, one that reveals a message from your ego, the other one that reveals a message from your soul, and the third one which is a guided action step that they want to get you to take during the final 2 weeks of June. I'll also be revealing a colour mirrors influence alongside of that card to give you some extra information and guidance so that you can easily navigate this. Now, if you are a Sirian Starseed, you are going to be somebody who is very intelligent but also very spiritual. You're also going to be somebody who's very calm and resourceful and tends not to get angry very often. But you're also somebody who is a quiet achiever. Okay, so you're not all big, bold and brash. You kind of achieve in a very soft, feminine way. And you find it quite difficult to trust. Now, many Sirian starseeds amongst us tend to go into either the arts or into healing. And they enjoy wizardry or shamanism, and they have mystical healing abilities and are often construed as being the geeks or the goths of this planet. So, if you are a Sirian Starseed or you've identified as being a Sirian Starseed, then the message this month for the second 2 weeks is going to be even more poignant, okay? So before we do that, I'd like us to close our eyes and I want you to put your hand on your heart and I want you to set the intention to be able to align and get clear and concise spiritual discernment through from your Sirian star family. So just imagine yourself surrounded by a pale blue flickering light, and set that intention that you're going to be able to understand, integrate and anchor any information that comes through from them today. Got it? Great. Okay, so the first card, which is a message from your ego, is baby steps. Now, often in life, don't we? We tend to try and run before we can walk. Now, the Sirians recognise that it's very important to trust your intuition and take the necessary steps daily, but don't try and do it all at once, because you'll either burn out or you'll go into overwhelm. Now, often because you're a starseed, you're used to instant manifestation on the planet or planetary system that you come from, and all of a sudden to find that there's a gap in between your initial thought or desire and it coming into your reality can be quite disappointing. But I want you to make sure that you take the guided action from your intuitive insights, okay? So your message to your ego is to slow down a little bit, but take the guided action when it comes up, those flashes of inspiration, and try and do that before it makes any sense whatsoever, okay? Because remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. We have to make sure that things happen kind of organically. And, we don't need to know the end destination. We just have to know the next step. So it actually brings in the powerful energy of the violet flame. Now, this is a beautiful lilac with silvery sparkles over lilac bottle. And lilac or violet, and indigo, actually, they always relate to the third eye or the crown and our connection to the heavenly realms. And often this is where the information comes from. So we will get those unusual flashes of inspiration that might just come to us when we're in the shower, or we're having a meal, or we're out walking through the woods. So write those things down if you've got a poor memory, and make sure that you just go through the process of doing instead of just thinking. All right? So the second card that comes in for you is the weight of the world. Now this is a message from your soul, the weight of the world. Okay, can you see that? Okay, the weight of the world. And you can see there's a lady lying in some water, and she looks like she's kind of letting go of all of the stresses and strains of 20th century living. And this is really about, making sure that you've put your boundaries up. Now, as a starseed, often we don't have boundaries in place and we give too much, and then people take advantage of us. Now, it's about, sort of recognizing where you're carrying all this extra weight and letting it go. All right, so setting your boundaries and letting it go. It's not yours to carry. Okay, so your soul wants you to say, look, stop doing this. Stop being the servant instead of being of service, and let it go. Now, an interesting bottle that I've chosen to accompany this is actually Uranus, which is yellow over very, very deep turquoise. And it's bottle 4 in the colour mirrors system. And it's about, 4 is a physical number. It's about actually physically letting go of this stuff. Because if you carry it in your physical body, it will cause disease, within the cells. So letting go of old people, places, structures, events, everything that no longer serves you, so you can make room for the new emerging golden age. Now, the message that comes through as an action step from your Sirian star family this month, and remember they are very powerfully guiding you during the month of June, is empathic starseed. Okay, so that's empathic starseed. You see that? Okay. Now, you are an empathic starseed. Excuse me. Absolutely. No doubt about that at all. You've got energetic sovereignty. You are somebody who has a very high vibration because you've come from planetary systems that are anything up from 5th dimension all the way up to 12th dimensional frequencies. So again, the action step is to stop absorbing what's not yours. You tend to take it all on, and whether that's you pushing too much pressure on yourself, trying to get yourself out there in the world to do your work, and you just maybe feel like you're not ready to do it. Well, don't beat yourself up. Just allow things to flow naturally and trust how it all unfolds as well. So you're empathetic for a reason. You've got to understand this, okay? And it's because you can attune to other people's feelings that you're able to do the great work that you do, but not to the point where it starts influencing and affecting you. So just really, really hone down on this information, because I think it will really help you to navigate the energies of the remaining 2 weeks of June. Well, hopefully that's made sense for you. Oh, before I go, I'm going to show you the bottle that aligns with that. And this is my Starseed bottle, actually. It's pale pink and pale turquoise. Now, whenever you see those two colours together, it's a clear indication that you are aligning with all starseed energies, because pink is the colour of unconditional love and balance and harmony within relationships, and turquoise is about trust and going with the flow and upper heart chakra related energy and communication as well. So it's loving communication that comes in with that. And I think that that's what you've got to remember, that whenever you set about to converse with anyone, always make it your dominant intention to do it from a place of love and not judgment, because then that's all you'll ever get back. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed that today. Remember to subscribe to this channel and click the bell for future notifications. Otherwise, you might miss one of our videos and you wouldn't want that. And also you can head down into the links section and click the link to get your free video numerology report, which will unlock the secrets of your unique personality code. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.